Hi everyone, our journal page, and I'm working in this journal. It's a sketchbook, and I've got some acrylic paints here, a brayer, and some craft foam. It's just easier to work with a brayer on craft foam, but anything that is better for you, go for it. I've got some magenta here. I'm going to put some here, and I'm just going to start putting some paint on my pages. Quite random, don't care. Well, of course, the only thing that I do try to do is keep this a darker color to the edges, but otherwise I really don't care. Switching for some orange. Overlapping, so I will get more interesting effects in between the colors, and I'm not looking for a complete coverage, as you can see, because I have things here. The paper is not completely flat. I need more of this. Of course, if you don't like using a brayer or this kind of, you can just take a sponge, take a brush, whatever you like to use, and just start spreading some paint in the background. As you can see, I really don't try to be exact about it. Wherever it goes, it goes. And here I'm going with the yellow on top of the magenta and on top of the orange, and I've got a lighter yellow here. I just picked some bright colors, and I'm doing it quite quickly, because as long as the paint is still wet, then it all blends better. So that's the only thing that is guiding me right now. So I've got a very vibrant background, and I'm going to let this dry before I continue. I'll be back. Okay, so this is dry, and I want to add details to my background. I've picked this stencil that I made, just cut it out of a plastic divider, and it really doesn't matter. I just want some details in the back. It's either stenciling or stamping, whatever you have or whatever you are more comfortable with. So I'm just placing it like this. I've got some gesso here and some paint and a makeup sponge. I love to stencil with gesso, and I'm doing it lightly, and I've picked a paint so it won't be completely stark white on top of all this color. So as you can see, I'm just mixed a little bit of yellow with the gesso. I don't need it to pop up on the page, it just needs to be in the background, like so. So I'm now doing this one, and again taking a little bit of the yellow. I want it to be part of the background, not in the foreground, and that it won't take from whatever is coming next. I think I will add the leaves after I will place some of these flowers on my double spread. We'll see. Lifting it just to see and I can see that here you can hardly see it, so I can go and take a little bit more of the white and just go in like that. So you can always fix something if you don't like it, like so. And let's do another one here. I'm not being very accurate or anything. As I said, this is part of the background, so I don't really care. I'm more interested of applying details and interest into the back. Yeah, and let's do just one more. Just dabbing so I won't have too much on my sponge. Oopsie. Let's see, good enough. Okay, so let's put just some leaves. So again, I'm taking the white gesso, dabbing, and taking a little bit of this green. Again, I'm toning the white down and adding some more color, like so. Let's see, let's do some here. Quite random where I think it's needed. I'm just moving this a little bit so I won't get inside all this. Okay, I think just one more. And no, I want more. Very subtle. I hardly have more paint on this. I'm just using what's left on my sponge, like so. So here is my background. Now I'm going to adhere my focal image. Now my focal image, what do you know? Here I am. This is a photo of me that I've played with on Photoshop. Instead of going to look for images on the internet, I decided that I need to try and use a photo that I have. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's transparent, and I will tell you how I've done it. This is just regular printer paper. And first of all, I took my photo and played with it on Photoshop. There is a filter that's called stamp, and I kind of played with it to the extreme, and that's how I got this. Now of course not everyone have Photoshop, but you can just go look for all kinds of images on the internet. Just do free printables, and there are so many stuff that you can use. And of course there are magazine images, so whatever you like. I just decided to try this for the first time. So now why my page is semi-transparent. I've taken a little bit of a baby oil and put it on my page and smeared it all over the page. What happens is whatever paper you're putting the baby oil on top, it will go a little bit transparent, and the feel of the paper will be almost like a vellum. And I've shown this technique a long time ago in one of my videos. I hardly use it, but I decided to try it today, so when I will glue it down, then it won't be stark white in these areas, and some will show through. You don't have to. I remember when I've done the video about the baby oil, I got some responses like, I don't like baby oil and all kinds of stuff, like I made someone do something they don't want to. So if you don't want to, don't do it. So here it is. That's the focal image. And I don't know what to do about it. And why did I decide to do it? Because I'm kind of an introvert, and this is kind of upsetting right now. But I will use it. So just plain white glue, and let's take some brush. Okay, there goes nothing. Who would have thought that I would use a photo of me? Opa. Yeah. Calm down, it will be over soon. Never doing it again. Now, if you are doing the baby oil thing, it needs to soak into the paper overnight. So just so you will know, I will try and find the original video about this technique, and I will put the link down below if I'll find it. So as you can see now, there is no stark white here, and you can see through what I have in the background. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll continue. Okay, so this is dry. Now let's camouflage me. I want a lot of leaves all around. I've added some darker green, so I'm just going to start playing with the colors I've got. Well, maybe yeah, let's I'm mixing it a little bit with the gesso. We'll see. I'm just want to stencil, and I want to change colors in between so it won't look flat. Now, sometimes when you're stenciling on a dark background, it doesn't take so well. Depends on how heavy your acrylic paint is. If you're very concerned about it, first stencil with white gesso. It's a primer, and then when it's dry, then stencil on top of it with whatever color you want. So I'm just switching in between and letting the colors mix. Yeah, I'm also taking a little bit of the yellow. What's the worst that could happen? My face is here on the page. That's the worst that could have. Why did I think that I need to try it? Never mind. let's see. Okay, that's nice, but not what I was thinking of. It's not, no. I think I will let it dry a little bit and find some other color that will be more heavy bodied, and I don't know. Let's see, I've got some dark turquoise. Let's try this. At least here where it goes on top of part of my image. So I don't know if it's better or not. Okay, I can live with this. So I'm just going to continue stenciling leaves all over, and I'm probably going to use just this stencil. I'm not interested in now in changing it. I'm lazy. I'll just use this. Whatever will be, like so. Yeah, and so I'm going to just continue this and I'll come back. Finished stenciling all these leaves, and I've also stenciled the Be Brave, and I'm not sure how much it stands out on the page, so I'm just taking a permanent marker, a black permanent marker, just to add a little bit more to the letters. It's not quite necessary, but I'm trying to make it just a little bit more defined. This marker is not so great. I need to find something else. Let's try this one. Okay, a little bit better. Just adding a little bit definition to the letters. Not great, but I can live with this. Yeah, a little bit more here, and let's see. Yeah, I'm going to leave it be. So first time for everything, and last. I don't think I will ever use a photo of me again. I hope you liked it. I hope you will try something like this and have fun with it. As I said, you don't have to do Photoshop or anything. You can print some kind of pre-printable of the internet, or take some image from a magazine, whatever you got. So thank you for watching, and thank you for leaving me comments down below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.